Back when I was a fad dieting junkie, the number on the scales meant everything. I get on the scales in the morning when I first woke up, and I get on the scales before I went to bed as well. Minimum twice a day. And it was a really good way for me to have a low self-esteem all the way around the clock. The problem was that I determined whether I was successful or not based on the number that displayed below my feet. Now, I want to remind you that nobody sees that number. Nobody knows how much you weigh. Only you know how much you weigh. But you also know your worth. And I can tell you right now that you're worth more than a number that displays below your feet. I shifted my mindset to become focusing on the habits and behaviors that had to exist from day to day to make me a healthy individual. I was far more consistent with it. The problem was that every time it went up, I'd get frustrated with the fact that it wasn't moving in the right direction. And then as a result, I'd slack off. I'd generally emotionally eat. I wouldn't exercise as hard, and I'd kind of throw in the towel. Then I'd get upset with myself because it would increase even further. And so then I'd start smashing myself again, trying to starve myself and then hit the gym really hard. Now that's a really repetitive cycle that's very damaging towards your self-esteem. Now there are several reasons why the scales go up and why I need you to stop getting on them and stop paying any attention to them. First of all, if you've done a really hard workout, you might have micro tears in the muscle and in the tissue. And as a result, that causes more inflammation, which means that the scales can go up. So often people say, when you're training hard, you expect that the numbers are going to change. And also muscle weighs more than fat. So naturally that increases. Also, you could have eaten a meal that you don't generally eat. And so your digestive system is hanging onto the food longer and it's moving slower through your digestive tract. You could have had a meal that was really high in sodium. And so you're retaining more water. It could be your hormones. Where are you at in your cycle? So what I encourage you to do is put the scales away. Put them in the top of a cupboard where you can't get them. Hide them in the suitcase. Make it really hard. I know that it is a gauge for how successful you're being and how well it's working for you, the program that you're on. But I recommend changing your relationship with the scales. Get rid of them and realize that whether the number goes up or the number goes down, you have to do the work anyway. The work that exists as a result of what shows below your feet doesn't change. You still have to eat well. You still have to manage your stress. You still have to get adequate sleep and you still have to move your body. It doesn't change. So the sooner that you can put those scales away and you can start focusing on the work that needs to be done each day and creating a daily routine that allows you to commit to that work consistently from week to week, that number will go down. Your body will change shape. You will be proud of the results and you'll have much better mental health. And I can assure you that is worth it.